3, make a budget. Moving from two households to one can be difficult, and you want to have an understanding as to what the different expenses you have monthly are so you can come up with a plan on how to support the household on your own. And if you're asking for support, you also need to know these numbers so you can know what number to ask for when you're making a spousal support request. First, get all of your documents together. A divorce is like a business transaction, so you need to have all of your financial information together. So start accumulating things like your bank statements, credit card statements, loan documents, retirement information. Get this information together and have it, because you're ultimately going to need it at some point in the process. Second, do not transfer money before the divorce. A lot of people think, hey, I should transfer this money to a family member or gift something to a friend. Don't do that. These transactions are easy to trace and it will come back to bite you. And in fact, a lot of divorces and judges at the start of the case, they'll put a stay in place that prevents you from transferring property through the divorce. So it's just not a good idea to do anything like that. 3, make a budget. Moving from two households to one can be difficult, and you want to have an understanding as to what the different expenses you have monthly are so you can come up with a plan on how to support the household on your own. And if you're asking for support, you also need to know these numbers so you can know what number to ask for when you're making a spousal support request. 4, if you have kids, stay active in their lives. You want to maintain a routine for them and make this as smooth of a transition for them as you can. 5, you should maintain a parenting time calendar or journal. This is something I talk about a lot and it's important. Even if you're in a non-contested divorce, it can help make co-parenting easier and help with communication. And if you're in a contested divorce, it can help be used as evidence in your case. 6, start looking at your insurance options. If you're going to lose your insurance in the divorce, you want to figure this out. COBRA is very expensive, so you want to know what the different options are. Can you get insurance through your employer? What does it cost through state exchanges? And what does COBRA cost? You don't want to be surprised in the end by some high number, so you want to start figuring this out early. 7. Getting a divorce is not always easy, but you made a plan to get married. You should also make a plan on how you should get divorced. And you should start thinking about important things. For instance, if you're not working, you want to think about if you want to get a job, where you would want to get a job, or does it make sense to go back to school? You should also consider things such as, do you want to relocate? Where should you move to? Should you move to a place in the same school district as the kids or somewhere else? It's important to start answering these questions early. 8, get advice from an attorney. A lot of people ask, should I get a divorce without an attorney? And my answer is always no. You should talk to an attorney and you should never go to court without an attorney. Divorces are complex transactions and you need the advice from an attorney to help make it through it and make sure that you're well informed and making good decisions through the process. I always tell people this may be your first divorce, but as an attorney, I've been through hundreds. So I have a lot of experience navigating these situations and I can bring solutions to the table that you may not think of. So here are a few things you should be doing if you're thinking about a divorce. My name is Nathan Vining. I'm a family law attorney in Indianapolis. I practice throughout the state of Indiana. And if you're thinking about divorce, give me a call or shoot me a text. I'd be happy to answer any questions you have.